The last part of this exercise starts around 31 seconds and goes to the end of our composition, so around 41 to 42 seconds. Now this part simply repeats the phrase, "Thank you for being a friend," just like it did for the first part of the composition. So I'm going to go down to my Layers panel and let's reuse the layer composition that we've already created. With it selected, you can go up to Edit, and let's duplicate it. And I'm simply going to drag it to the very top so I can see it. Now on my timeline, I'm going to zoom out. Remember, we need to go to the very beginning. This is where our composition is, and let's drag it to start where we want it to start. So we'll drag it into our work area right here, and let's zoom in so I can see it. Now, if I was to just put this right at the end of this one, you can see the words "thank you" don't even start right at the beginning of our composition. The word "thank" comes on right about here on my timeline. So using my playhead, I want to move it until the word "thank" appears, which is right here. And with my playhead set there, I'm going to do Control-8 to give myself a marker. Now I can listen for when they say the word "thank," which is roughly right at 31 seconds and 20 frames. Now all I need to do is to click on my layer and match that marker with where they say it. Let's see if it'll play nicely. All right, looking really good. The only thing I need to do is to get rid of that rotation that I created. Let's bring my playhead back all the way before that rotation starts. We can open up my transformation timeline, and let's uncheck the stopwatch to turn off those keyframes. Now when it plays, I'm going to let the time last for the entire length of the composition, and I'm going to let mine fade out as the song is fading out. So with this set, I'm going to move my playhead back to about 38 seconds. We'll turn on my opacity. This will give us a starting keyframe. And then all the way to 40, let's go 47 frames. We'll set our opacity down to 0. This will give us a slow fade as the music also fades out as well. The final thing we need to do is to save our document and render it. Before we do this, we need to set our work area back to the full length. So set your start work area time to be 0 and your end work area time to be 42 seconds. Then we can go up to File and let's save it. And then we can go up to File and let's export to our render queue. The size of it, render settings needs to be best quality with a high quality output, and then make sure you know where it's going to be rendered to. In this case, I'm going to do it on my desktop as Golden Girls Theme. We'll hit save, and then finally hit render to render your entire movie. This may take a little bit of time. The last thing you need to do is to upload your entire composition as well as your After Effects file to the class page.